who better to help us in the kitchen than our next guest, who also just happens to be the very first female Iron Chef. That's right, I'm bragging about her. She is making her super simple sheet pan chicken. Welcome back, our friend, my Greek sister. To know her is to love her, Chef Cat Cora. Welcome, Sandy. I wish I could hug you.
Give you some elbow bumps.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, I am so happy to be here, seeing your face.
I know.
We've been FaceTiming each other, texting.
But this is the first time in person.
I know.
This
it's
is
so
very
good.
exciting. And you've been cooking a lot on
Yes.
all your social media and making some amazing things and doing lots of Instagram lives with people. And today you're going to show us how to make a one-sheet chicken dish that is really quick and also not too much cleanup.
Not a lot of cleanup. And the great thing is, we're going into fall right now. This is a perfect fall dish. And if you have a big family like I do, or even just a couple of kids and 4 of you, it's perfect because it's easy, it's quick. Again, like you said, it's a very little cleanup, but it also sticks with your budget because we're all on a budget right now. I mean, let's face it. So this is a great dish to do it. And so what I do is I actually like to use chicken thighs too because they're actually cheaper. They're less expensive, and it is such an unused piece of the chicken, and it's so juicy. So I love chicken thighs. Me too. So
and by the way, they're very forgiving. You can't really mess up a chicken thigh.
Oh yeah, you can't. If you leave that in the oven for a little while, it is very forgiving, and it'll still have some juice to it and yumminess to it because it's dark meat.
Exactly.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the marinade. It's just gonna be oregano. I just love, this is a simple marinade I use. This is actually very Greek too because we use it in a lot of Greek cuisine. It's just garlic, oregano. We do lemon juice.
Oh yeah, so Mediterranean.
Extra virgin olive oil. And then we just do some red wine vinegar, salt, and pepper. And I mean, I love this because it's a simple marinade that you can use. You want to keep the chicken in the marinade for at least, I would say 30 minutes at least, but you can keep it up to, 4 or 5 hours. Let it get really nice and soaked in there in that marinade.
Love it.
A little salt and pepper on it as well.
Nice.
And then what we're going to do is I'm going to set it aside.
Okay.
Again, we're going to let it marinate for a minute. And then what I have on here for vegetables, I have a little fruit in there too because I think apples go so well with fall vegetables. So I've got some sweet potatoes here. I've got onion. I'm gonna actually cut up some fennel and some apple. You've got some Brussels sprouts for me that you're gonna be cutting up over there.
I can't be in the kitchen with you.
Get those skills going, girl. I know you got some mad skills.
Go.
You're a Greek girl.
We cooked together on social media, just not in person.
Oh no, on social media we did. So you can either dice it like that, or I actually even like to put it in really pretty slices to just kind of give some little bit of differentiation between the vegetables. So
and also it looks beautiful when it comes out of the oven on the pan
pretty.
Like that.
So pretty. So what I'm gonna do here is just, I'm gonna put the apples, I'm gonna kind of nest them in with everything else, mix them in, kind of give it a little evenness here. And you want to use the whole apple. I just cut right around the core, so you could just get all of the apple in there.
All right.
And then some fennel. Gonna go in here.
All right.
And this is a really good, I love fennel. I think this is a really great, this goes well with fall types of dishes, is fennel, and it's unused a lot as well.
So good, and I think a lot of people are afraid of it because they really don't know what to do with it. I mean, even raw fennel just shaved on top of a salad with some olive oil and vinegar.
So good, I know.
Or even just lemon juice and like Parmesan, so good.
And you smell it, it has kind of this licorice style flavor to it, but it kind of mellows out when you're cooking it. When it roasts a little bit, it gets mellow, but I just think it's such an added flavor to it. It has an earthiness to it that kind of goes along with, balances out the sweetness of the sweet potatoes, the apples, and then that onion has that kind of nice caramelization that we're gonna get from it.
Fennel's really good for you too.
It's so good. And it's just one of those really good, don't be afraid to use it. Take the fennel fronds off and actually use them, as I did in a garnish here. You can use them as well, so don't throw them all away.
I think fennel and leeks, people don't really know what to do with leeks either.
They don't.
They get afraid of leeks as well.
Well, leeks are like that long. So it's like, don't be afraid of it. Just cut some of the greens off. Use the kind of nice white part. But I mean, some vegetables are intimidating, I have to say, for people in the grocery store. So we get it. And also make sure that, I know right now, again, we're all trying to stay on a budget. Very budget conscious. I know we are in our house. We have 6 boys. So we're not only trying to
each at a house and home. I mean,
my gosh.
Oh my
Let me tell you, boys do love to eat. So this is perfect for, again, if you have a big family or even if you're just cooking for yourself, this is great for leftovers as well. So keeping this for leftovers is a fantastic idea.
So you want to sear it on the stovetop first and then put it on before we put it in the oven.
Exactly. So what I did was I marinated the chicken, and then what you want to do is sear it and get that caramelization and that flavor locked in, because that's really important to this dish. Because what you don't want to have happen is you don't want the chicken to just steam in the oven.
That's
you want
right.
to get that caramelization that locks in the juices. So then what I do is I kind of nest it into the vegetables. As you can see what I'm doing here, I'm kind of nesting it in there. And
It's like
then,
the veggies are hugging it.
yeah, they're hugging it, and they're just giving it
Nice
a
little
warm,
hug.
big hug, big food hug in there.
There's no 6 feet of distancing in that pan.
No, there is
Not at all. So, you know, while you put that, how long does it go in for? What
It goes
time?
in for a 450-degree oven that you want to preheat for 30 to 35 minutes.
That's
So
it.
not
And you're
hard.
done.
And then again, one pan. So
Well, while you take that out and you start serving that up for
Voila.
us, I want to talk to you about your
Yes.
meal delivery service that you started. I am so excited about this, Cat.
well, now guess what? You can get my meals in the comfort of your own home. We just started this deal. It's so great. This company, we love Home Bistro. So it's Home Bistro by Cat Cora. And it's this meal delivery now that I've curated these meals, these Mediterranean meals. It does have a little of my Greek influence
Love
and my
it.
Southern roots as well. And you can get it right in the comfort of your own home. I'm so excited to be launching this.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited for it as well
Yes.
because truly, you know what? If they're not going out to your restaurants, you can bring the restaurants to them.
But that's the key today, right?
Yep.
We have that's the name of the game right now. This is just the kind of the climate we're in, and it is so good that we have online services and delivery that we can actually call up or get online, and you can have it delivered to your front doorstep. I mean, it's
wonderful.
Wonderful. So I'm excited.
And we're also excited, and I'm excited to eat some of that. I mean,
Yeah, so let me plate this up for you. Look at this. Let me get you a nice little juicy thigh.
Ooh.
See how caramelized these vegetables get, and they get so glistening and yummy. I mean, this is a perfect, put a nice glass of Pinot Noir with this, and there you have it.
everything about this is perfect, just like you, Cat Cora. I love you so
I love
much.
you. You
And-
are my Greek sister.
We really
I love
are.
being here at home and family. This
Oh,
is so
Cat.
heartwarming to be back.
Oh, it's so
Love
great
it.
to have you.
Oh
All
my
right, I'm
gosh.
digging
Okay,
in.
how is it? Tell me.
I'm going to tell you in just a second, but I
Look
can't
at this. And then again,
chew and talk at the same time.
Just one pot, just one pan right
it.
there, one sheet pan.
You don't even have to wash it. Just take the parchment paper off. I'm kidding. As always, the full recipe is on hallmarkchannel.com. And for more from Kat, do visit her social media below.